Hi guys, I'm Zeptrosity, and you're a person on the internet who's about to witness the start of something amazing. So, there are many survival let's plays of Minecraft out there, and I thought maybe we should start up a creative let's play. So some people also requested this idea too, but yeah, oh well. But wait, before you leave, I gotta tell you guys some of my plans. This isn't going to be some flat land where we build a big town or something like that, like what everyone else does. Oh no, we're going to be building, well, yes, a town, but we're also going to incorporate stuff like custom spawners and command blocks and some other stuff into things. We may also make stuff like minigames, custom maps, and maybe some random redstone contraptions too. So yeah, now that sounds like a lot of fun. So I guess we should begin. Right, so looks like our world here is just a little island in the middle of nowhere. I guess that might be a good thing or a bad thing, because my idea first of all was to clear out the spawn chunks. Now the reason I want to do this is to have room for any redstone like circuits I want to have in the spawn chunks that can only function in the spawn chunks. So that is a good idea to clear out this area so that I have a nice open area for any future, spawn chunk redstone contraptions. Whoa. Yes, so guys, a lot of things have happened. Right. Now, this is no bad news, no video was corrupted, but I did record a whole heap of stuff. You can see that a lot has changed, and you got that little sidebar on the right side of the screen. A lot has happened, and I did record all of it. However, it was very long trying to do redstone on camera, so I've decided to scrap that footage and just explain and show you guys what I've done. Today's more or less like a pilot episode, so I want to try and fit everything into one episode, try and get a little bit of everything that I want to do in the series into one episode, so kind of like some redstone stuff and some building. So I think the best approach to this is to do all the redstone off camera and just show it to you guys. For now, we'll see how things go and see what you guys think of things. But anyways, we must begin with this large void area. So yes, I worked out the spawn chunks. You find your spawn point, and then you find the chunk it's in, then you find the quarter the spawn point is in, the quarter of the chunk, and then from there you can find the center of the spawn chunks, and then you can work out that. There's a nice video by Daniel, who made a very, very helpful video on how to find this stuff. So I suggest you check that out if you would like to know more about that. But anyways, I built this here so that this little contraption here that you usually see at the start of most maps and all sorts of things, and these just help set your game mode and all of that. Also have some settings down here, like I've got the daylight cycle turned off, so it's always day. And I've also got a clear weather option, so those are very cool. I have the command block output set to false right now, so you can't see what happens in the command blocks, but as you can see, if we hop down here, we get teleported over here, and then we get our game mode updated. So over here, it will be adventure mode, I think, and that would, be much better. I was thinking of having this kind of like a mini server, and because I would like to have world edit and voxel sniper and all of that, so I think it would be cool. Maybe invite a couple of people onto it as well. Anyways, over here I'm hoping to set up like a lobby. That would be awesome. But we're not going to work on the lobby today. There is another thing that I was working on, and I want to show you guys that. Now, if only I can remember which corner it's in. I think it's in the southeast corner, which is over this way. And this is where I've started our first little project, I guess. There's two things in particular I want to try and do, is mini games and a town, building a town. building a town that uses redstone. So it's not just going to be all pretty and stuff. Well, it will be, but it's not what it's all going to be about. Okay, it's not in this corner, so we'll go check the others. So today I don't think we'll do much on minigame ideas. I'll leave that to you guys to tell me what you think of that idea. But over here I've been trying to set up our start of our town, and this town is going to be, you know, it's going to look very nice. We're going to try and make it look nice. It's the whole point of creative mode, I guess. Try and make buildings and stuff, since we have infinite blocks. And also we want to incorporate some command blocks, and I was thinking of trying to make cars, and maybe trying to, you know, working cars. And I've also got our first project here, which is a shop. So this one's just going to be like a jewelry shop, I'm guessing. And I would love to go over all the commands I've done to set this up, but it will take quite a while. Hopefully it won't take too long. So this here is my little tileable shop array. Hopefully you guys, if you want to, you can try and compact it if you want to, and maybe I could update it. That would be awesome. So what I've done is I've got that little sidebar at the side which says money. So here are the commands I've done. So the first thing I did was, well, actually that wasn't the first thing I did. The first thing I did was created a new objective, which was our money system, and I called it currency, but I made it at the side say money instead of currency, because I want to call the objective currency, but to be displayed as money, if you get what I mean. So that's what I've got here, and it can only be changed by command blocks, so you can't really get any money from any other means except for command blocks. And here I just have a way of giving myself heaps of money. Let's remove that money. Oh, wow, why do I have kill? I had to kill myself. Alright, let's get rid of all of that money. And there's one that sets me to 0 money, $0. And I've just set up these little stations here, and these will all be shops where you can buy stuff. Now I'll give you guys a demonstration of how this works. So it says $7 for 1 diamond. Okay, alright, so we try and buy something. Yeah, we don't have enough money. Alright, maybe if we give ourselves $10,000, we should have enough for some diamonds. There we are. Yes, lovely. And look, there's a nice sound, and you can hear everything. You can see our money depleting. Very nice. And I'll show you guys how this works. It's very simple command block logic if you have messed around with command blocks, but I don't know about you guys, but some of you might not have done a lot of creative stuff, and command blocks are sure very, very fun. Did a stream the other day, and it is awesome. So how it works is we have a button here, and what that does is it sets a block that's -8 blocks downwards. So 8 blocks downwards, and it's a redstone torch. Now this provides us a simple way of doing wireless redstone. So it just tells it to place a redstone torch right there. And that's very simple. One command, and then it can trigger this whole circuit without it actually touching. So I think that is really cool. Now here, what it does is it goes through a bit of delay into a set block command, which tells it to remove the redstone torch. Right? So it sends in a little pulse. If we can get a button. Alright, I really should have a button here. So pretend, alright, I could just put a redstone torch here. So that button there makes a redstone torch appear like this, right? And this is what it does. So that first delay goes into it and removes the redstone torch. Next thing it does is it tests for if I have $7, alright? If I have less than $7, then it will, this comparator won't work. So as you can see right there, we have $7, so it says yep. And then this here is something really cool, alright? I have to show you guys this separately, because this little thing I think is amazing. Right, so here's the circuit here, and as you can see, it sends in a little pulse like this. Now usually when you have a test4 command, if we copy that over, if we have a test4 command and we give it a little signal, it will stay powered even though, you know, we may not have $7 anymore. So for example, if we just change that, let's get rid of 9,930. So let's get rid of all that money. Now we have $0, and the comparator still outputs a signal. What is this madness that I have $0 and yet it still is checking for $7? Well, as soon as we give it another signal, it will then realize that it's done something wrong. And oops, we don't want 10,000 S's. But as you can see right here, if we power it again, it's a test for it again. So what it has to do is test for it twice, which is a little annoying. We don't want that. So this thing here gives a little pulse, which I think is awesome. Don't know if anyone else has created this, but I am pretty proud of this contraption right here. I'm going to call it a test for pulsar. And basically what it does is it sets the block over there to air, so it deletes that block, and then it places that exact same block again. And this is the command right here. It just places a command block right there, replace it, you know, and it puts in the exact same command as it would be right there. So it gives a little pulse. And you can even tell this is a pulse, because if we say, the command say hi, and we put a signal through there, you can see it fires twice. That means that the block is being removed, then being replaced in a split second, so fast that we can't even see it ourselves. Yep, so fast. Anyways, hopefully I'm not rambling on too much, but this goes into here, which makes a redstone block appear over here. And this means that, so if you've got $7, then great, you've bought something, and it'll place something here, and this will do our little, you know, jingle and stuff. So first of all, it takes away $7 from our money, so we lose $7. Then it also plays a sound. It plays an XP orb, and this is just the volume, pitch, and you know, other random settings there. And then also gives us 1 diamond. And along with that, it removes the redstone blocks. So if we power this, you should be able to quickly see that. Did you see that right there? Redstone block just appears there for like a split second, if you could see that right there. And that's because as soon as it spawns there, it powers this command block and it tells it to remove the redstone block. So that's how it works. So that's another way of creating a little pulse with command blocks. Now the way the not enough money works is if we get rid of all of this, and probably get rid of that more. There we are, negative $9,881. Yes, that's not a good sign. Oh, and another thing it does is as soon as this comparator goes through this block, turns off this redstone torch, and then it fires this, which says you bought 1 diamond. So if we do give ourselves more money, great, more money, and then we put a redstone torch here, you can see that fires off, and that turns on, which powers this here, which gives us a tell draw, which just gives us you bought 1 diamond. And I've got the color green and text, and everything's very cool. So now let's go to the point where we have no money. Now what I've set up here is an AND gate. So basically it checks if there is a signal coming from here, and it checks to see if you have more than $7 or more. So if you don't have $7 or more, because there's a test for command right there, if you don't have $7 or more and the button's being pushed, it will output this, not enough money in red. So if we look at this right here, it'll say not enough money. So basically I've got this timing set up just right so that you know, it activates this because this is turned off, and therefore this will turn on when we get a pulse coming from the redstone torch. So now if we do, oh, that wasn't right, when we do have enough money and we send a pulse through, so you can see right there, as soon as this turns off, this here turns on just after it, just for a brief second, so that it won't fire off the not enough money. So it took me some time to mess around with that, but I've got this now, which is great. So this is the shop system. Very nice, very nice. And I want to tile these, you know, next to each other, stack them next to each other, and we'll have one for each one. What I really wanted was to have these, you know, tileable, so I could have the buttons right next to each other. However, with this system, it's not really tileable because the comparator will activate, you know, that comparator will actually activate this command block right there. So that's not a good thing. We don't want that craziness to happen. So I've just set it up like this, and that means I can have it all in the same row. If you guys can make a tileable version, that would be awesome. Another idea would be to move this whole circuit down a bit and on the next row, and therefore they won't interfere with each other, and that means I could have the buttons, you know, next to each other. Yeah, but that's, you know, I don't really want that. So what we're going to do is just have them like this. So what I want to do is to put each one along there, and that will be awesome. I'll just show you the prices I've got for everything right now. Also got a little beacon here. Don't know what price I want for the beacon yet, but we will choose in a bit. And hopefully we can do some building. So I've done some redstone explanation, and hopefully we can do more stuff with command blocks in this series. Now let's move on to some building. Yes. Alright, I've been doing some work. Whoa, look at this. I did not do this all by hand, however. I used the help of MC Edit to help me clear out the area and copy and paste each little section. Added some glowstone just to light things up, and it works quite nicely. I'll give you guys a little demonstration. You can also check the little the money. You can check the money and see that everything's decreasing at a good amount. There we are. Look at that. Beautiful. And we've got all the items named correctly. So that is brilliant. Very nice, very nice. I love it so far. The only one I haven't done is the beacon, which I'm not too sure. I don't know what price I should give it and all of that. It'll be something I might even remove. I'm not too sure. Anyways, we better move on to like building the actual thing. I'm hoping to get some building in so we can get a taste of both worlds. So this kind of town is going to be like a city, and it's going to be quite modern. That's the kind of theme I want to have with it. I wanted to do some stuff like with like medieval themes and stuff as well, and that might be for another time. But I really wanted to work on some modern housing, because I've been getting into the modern housing recently. Loving it so far. Right, let's move these command blocks somewhere else so they don't interfere with the build. Right, so I've got a red wool planted right here, and this is going to be the edge of the shop. So let's see here. I might extend it out to about there, and it's good to always have a plan of action. Otherwise, your build might turn out quite horribly. Alright, this here is an even number, which I don't want to have. So I might actually... no, I might have it one wide here. Don't know if I want anything at the back. Bring it in. Right, so I might have a 3 wide entrance. There we are. And that does make this 2. So we're gonna make sure we mess with these even odd numbers. Okay. Alright, I think this could make 2. Right, so how should I build this? I did a little stream the other day, and that was trying to give me some inspiration to build some modern looking stuff. Alright, and I want to get maybe some ice will look nice. Actually, that could look really good. Ice. Yeah, well, if you don't know where this is going, this might actually turn out okay. Let's actually... packed ice is another good block because, can you see through packed ice? Because it won't melt, but however, I don't think you can see through it that well, so let's stick with the regular ice. We just gotta be careful of the lighting. Alright, bottom, some nice clay, and I think along here we could have some clay. I think that looks good, so I want some ice there, because I think it will be nice to see through everything, and let's get some glass. Glass panes always look nice, and kind of, oh man, these don't connect up. Oh, that's a real shame, but I thought that would be cool to have glass panes, so it kind of looks like it's a sliding door or something, a glass door. But actually, this doesn't look half bad with the panes like that. I guess gives it a bit of, you know, it kind of still feels like a door because there's a little rim there, or whatever you want to call it. Right, I'm gonna put in another one of these, just to kind of break it up, so it's not too snow. Too much snow is not good. Not good for you. Not good for the eyes. And let's just continue this a bit along. It gives a nice little window lookout feel. I feel it. How about if we replace this with a spruce? Actually, let's replace that one with spruce too. I'm not feeling it. Doesn't feel right. So we're gonna fill in those back with snow, and having it like this, I guess that is okay. Yeah, it's barely visible, and it should give us a decent amount of lighting. There we are, and hopefully it won't melt that snow. But we'll have to keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. Alright, keep a close eye. Anyways, I think I'm liking that so far. The nice bushes. I think we should have one of those anvil bushes as well. I think those look good too. But probably not there. It's too close to these bushes already. So, due to symmetry reasons, we must continue this little pattern here. That doesn't look too bad, actually. Kinda like that, in a way. Yeah. Alright, the tricky thing I'm feeling is the idea of having a window here. Well, I don't know. I'm probably wasting a lot of time, too. Rambling on about, window designs and whatnot. Right. Let's see. Does that look any good? Alright. Maybe some stairs. I think some stair action from the inside would be better. And, it feels like there's too much spruce. We need something else. Alright, how about we throw in a bit more snow, and we'll make a lovely, lovely little seating area out here. How nice is that? That does look like a seating area, doesn't it? Because now we've got this little ledge here. Makes it look very nice. Alright. We'll go for it. I'm guessing... I think we should have glass. Glass here. So we can connect those glass panes up. And let's see how that looks from here. I think that looks okay. Right, let's put a extra line of stairs. And... will this look okay? It feels like there's too much spruce. No, actually, maybe not. If you think about the whole picture, I don't think it's too much. You know, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's alright. Alright. There we are. That's much better. Now I can walk it up and down that. That was bugging me. Alright. Do we want leaves here? Yes or no? No, I don't think so. I like it having a little stripe right there. Very cool, very cool. So now we've got a little window. And over here, I think we should have like a little cashier or something. Let's put in some stairs. Alright, and I think we should go for some quartz. Quartz is a nice fancy color. Well, fancy block. And carpet on top would look also quite nice. Black, how about that could contrast well with these quartz. How about some gray then? Some gray. Just plain old gray, not light gray. Gray. Gray looks quite nice. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Gets me some string, and the cool thing with string is that you can get some nice looking designs right there. Too close to the door. Way too close to the door. Alright, and hopefully this will turn out okay. Let's see. Right. How's that? As a little counter? I think there's too much of a ledge there. There needs to be more of the ledge over... Oops. Over here. There we are. And then we can let it come out like so. I think this looks a little better. It feels that way. To me, at least. And... Oh, I've got some of this here, so I guess we can continue that along. I don't like that, though. It feels like it needs to be something else. Actually, make the floor completely out of this. There we are. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that work. I feel like it works. Yeah. Yeah. Right. That looks alright, I guess. Somehow. Maybe no string at all. And maybe we need some slabs instead. So stone slabs. Let's try that. Right, I've been rambling on a bit. I probably should have to check the time on today's episode, but I think we can wrap it up here. Man, building is so hard. Building is so hard. Alright. Right. So I've been busy, and things have changed. Yes, I decided to do some building off camera, and I thought it would be best for all of us, instead of me rambling on. Looks like these beacons aren't the best idea for some lighting at the moment. Yeah. Not a good idea. A very bad idea, in fact. Alright. Just gonna replace that with some glass. So I have done a bit, and some things I like about the place, some things I don't. But I'll just let you guys have a little look around. You can see right there. Over here I've got like a little bush, and I've got like a little window of some sort. Oh, and this here, I was thinking of some names of what to call this, and if you look at this word here, ore. And it sounds like the another word, or. So I was thinking of like block, block or ingot. That was my idea. So that's the kind of weird sign I've got. It's not the best sign at the moment. It's just an idea. But it's quite large. I don't know what we're gonna do with the sign. I couldn't come up with any other names for this little shop here. But block or ingot sounds pretty cool. It's a little play on words there. So yeah, pretty cool. And I've got some drawers here which I think look pretty awesome. So what I've done is I've got some with dashes along the signs and some without. And you guys can tell me which ones you like better. I also have some equal signs too. So that looks quite nice as well. Basically all it is an item frame. And we get an item frame and a sign. You do this, and you just place, let's do it somewhere else. So you place your item frame down. I put a pressure plate inside, but there are some other things you can do. You could use the other pressure plates. That's one thing you can do, and some other stuff, I'm not too sure. Then you just right click right there, and place down your sign. There you are. And then you've got a nice little drawer, which I think looks pretty awesome. Some of them are also opened, which I think looks even more amazing. Look at that. And you can also use the signs to make it look like there's a little, bit of depth there, and that looks like an actual, like drawer. So that's pretty cool. I also have a little couch here. Very cool. Decided to use like stairs and carpets in a fancy way. Got a little window here, some roof, random stone ice design here. Got some carpets along there as well, and window changed to 2 wide. Added some carpet, random stuff, all the good stuff. Some carpet. Added like a little computer here. Have like a little big desktop PC thing, and got some bookshelves. And I also have a lighting here, which I think is pretty cool, having the stained glass, which actually goes quite well with the clay. So I think that looks good. Along with this looks quite nice. Some flowers, some basic stuff right there. And I think it's turning out not too bad. I think it's, after we build a couple of modern houses, I think I might start getting stuff looking quite nice for modern houses. I mean, this doesn't look the greatest of modern houses, but I think it's a good start. Over time, hopefully my skills with modern house building will improve. But anyways, I'd like to hear what you think about the place. What do you think of this new series? Creative stuff. I think this will be a lot of fun. You don't really see a lot of proper creative let's plays out there, and I think this will be fun trying to do stuff like this. And I enjoyed today's little episode. Hope you all did too. So leave your feedback as always, and I will see you guys sometime in the future. So until then, you guys keep safe, and I'll keep safe. So until then, bye bye.